They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw in on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Running this one off right. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Commanders getting their first red zone look. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It'll be a punt of 39 yards in the end. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Now Daniels off the play action. Oh, he got 3. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. On comes someone with plenty of experience putting into this mile-high sky from his high school days at nearby Mullen. It's J.K. Scott. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They go play action on 1st. Finds a seam down the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
He's dropping back to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Moody knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
All the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such, well, just such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown Denver. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Daniels now against a blitz. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now, Daniels. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. All right, then. Let's get in that end zone. Take it all the way, boys. Come on, run it.
Running back sent in motion. Trying again, following the sack. He hucks it deep off his back foot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll try and throw it here. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking for a throw here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's completed right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw it. That one's complete over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Back to throw now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw here on first down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
And they send a man in motion. Another try following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels from the pistol. He's on the move. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To throw, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Commanders facing a deficit near the break. Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that will set up first and goal. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders tie it in the final minute of the half. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Commanders take the lead on that successful kick. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Lone back gets the handoff. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No gain on the play there. Might need to dig into that bag of tricks for 3rd and very long. Throwing from the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the 32. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. The rookie from Georgia has it. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual...
And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This set of downs starts with an option right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's got Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They'll run here from the gun. Has some space inside the 15. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. That's caught for the first. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Running it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Option. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing now, Daniels. Launches one deep downfield. They get him yet again. And the Broncos get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Dropping back to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Has room down the left sideline. Inside the red zone. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into traffic, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. No one around, he's got space. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The give here on 2nd. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he cuts it back right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. First down, and they go right back to it. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going play action. That's incomplete left side.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
This our last play of the quarter. Second and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. 30. Keeps himself upright. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos tie it up at the end of the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down. Second and 6 now.
Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Commanders ready for the punt. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete out to the right. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The give now out of the shotgun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. We got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Putting a receiver in motion. Third down from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To throw it on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. They kick the running back in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's complete, right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They are throwing it again. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. The Broncos had their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Third and just 2 to go. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos holding just a 1-point advantage. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They're now set for 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he is to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Commanders have some new life in the fourth. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. He gets loose down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of him.
They go to a knee here. No need to push it for the end zone. They're going to try to set up the game-winning kick. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal. They get the timeouts, and with 1 second left, they're going to get mentally prepped to, you'd think, try this game winner. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. The kick is good, he got it! And they've taken back the lead. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
it's Paul.